Hey everyone, and welcome to Cisco Live 2023 Amsterdam. We are so excited to be here. We will be joined by thousands of customers and partners to make this a truly unforgettable experience for you wherever you're tuning in from. I'm Cedric.
Hi, I'm Rob Boyd.
I'm Steve.
And I'm Nish, and we are your hosts. And we are all in for Cisco Live 2023 Amsterdam. We will be bringing you the inspiring energy of Cisco Live every day.
Thousands of technology innovators will be gathering here for a truly transformational experience. So join us for inspiring keynotes, thought-provoking innovation talks, and illuminating interviews.
We have a jam-packed 3 days, so let's take a sneak peek so you don't miss out on anything.
Experience the latest in technology here in the world of solutions. You can get a glimpse of the future. You can visit Cisco partners and really feel that electric energy of Cisco Live.
I'm here at the Cisco Showcase, which is the place to learn more about Cisco's latest and greatest innovations and demos.
The most creative individuals in the industry will be meeting here in Meeting Village to network, to share ideas, and to learn from each other.
You'll hear from Cisco leaders and industry guests as they highlight what's new and share ideas on how to transform your business in the Innovation Talks Theatre. Check out the Technical Solutions Clinics and DevNet Zone. Meet some of the best and brightest minds in the world of IT. Also in the hub is the Sustainability Zone. This is where you'll get the full Cisco story, all about circular IT, all in one place.
And of course, our keynotes. Hear from Cisco's executive leadership and learn about new technology and innovations. And don't forget to join us for our closing keynote with Pierluigi Collina, the world's greatest football referee.
Throughout the conference, we're going to be joined by some of Cisco's top experts right here in Cisco TV studios.
And you can get involved too. Join the conversation at #CiscoLiveEMEA.
And join us on CiscoLive.com for the full enhanced viewing experience. Stay tuned for 3 days of inspiration, learning, and fun.
Cisco Live 2023 Amsterdam. We're all in.
Are you?
Well, hello friends and Cisco family all over the world. Welcome to our streaming broadcast coming at you from Cisco Live 2023 Amsterdam here at the beautiful Rai. My name is Steve Moulter. I'm one of your 4 broadcast hosts here for this streaming program that is running throughout the entire Cisco Live conference. This really is the place to be for inspiration, for elevation, for education, motivation, and for conversation. All right, so how do you join that conversation? Well, all week long, you're going to do that using hashtag Cisco Live EMEA, E-M-E-A. You can also join us on social media at Cisco Live EMEA. You can watch the stream at CiscoLive.com all week long or at Cisco.com. We want to interact with you on all these platforms. We invite you to do that. Now, we are 100% sold out here in Amsterdam. More than 10,000 all around us here at the RAI, plus our IT leadership program, our executive symposium. We are streaming live to you 24 hours a day, all the way up to the end, whenever and wherever you may be. Now, as you can see from the energy that's all around us, we are all in here at Cisco. We hope all of you are all in with us as well. You have been all in. You've been keeping your apps running. You've been keeping your connections connected and your companies adapting and growing. You've been keeping everything everywhere secure the entire way. So we know you are all in, and that's exactly why we are all in with you. All right, so once again, look at what's happening. People are meeting one another, they're greeting each other, they're sharing new ways of solving the world's biggest challenges inside our companies and outside in the world at large. And so much of this story here at Cisco Live is really about hybrid. Today's hybrid is about so much more than just solving remote work challenges. It's about taking advantage of all of the opportunities to empower your teams. So your team at home, your team in the office, your team anywhere they happen to be. How do we empower them securely? How do we give them access to all those capabilities to perform at their very best? Well, all week long here in Amsterdam, we have got such a great team of Cisco experts showing everybody exactly how Cisco transforms businesses. How do we make work better? So for example, right next door in the world of solutions, more than 150 demos and interactive experiences right over there. All the different products that we're going to take you on tours of. We're going to show it to every single piece of it. You're going to see it for yourself, firsthand. So many different ways that Cisco allows you to really immerse yourself in work from home, work from office, work anywhere environments. We've got all the latest WebEx solutions, our full menu of hybrid work technologies. We will take you on a virtual tour of Cisco Pen 1. You're going to see a truly intelligent, sustainable, modernized, secure work environment. And it all leads up to our opening keynote. And according to my clock here, it's kicking off, oh my gosh, in just about 40 minutes. Very exciting. Like I said, I'm one of 4 of your broadcast hosts, and I want to introduce you to another one. In fact, our newest host here on the broadcast team, and that is Cedric DeValder, who is sitting right over there. Hello, Cedric.
Hey there, Steve. How are you doing?
I'm doing great today, my friend. You are right next door in Studio B. I am here in Studio A. We'll go back and forth between the two. Cedric, it is so good to have you here on the team. What has really just gotten you motivated, inspired, and excited so far?
I think, Steve, this is my first Cisco Live, and it's just so great to be here live in Amsterdam in person. And I even wear my Cisco socks for this special occasion. But it always feels a little bit like coming home. I started at Cisco about 4 years and a half as an intern in Amsterdam, so it's really great to be back here in this beautiful city.
Oh, absolutely. It's good to have you back with it. In fact, I'm going to want to talk to you about that experience, your early experience, Net Academy, which I know was a very important part of your upbringing. We're going to talk about the different ways that you've really embedded with the organization. But give me one quick thing right out of the gate here that's really gotten you excited so far at the show.
I think just seeing everyone around, like seeing customers, seeing partners, seeing colleagues from all over the world coming just here to the RAI, feeling the excitement, feeling the vibe, I think that's just what I love so far.
Oh, it's so great. And again, everybody who's here on the show, you can feel that energy, that dynamic. We are, as I said, right now, according to my clock, coming up at 10 o'clock Central European time, which, again, by my register and what I'm looking at, what do we have, 38 minutes or so from now is our opening keynote. I want to give you a little quick preview. We're going to hear from our president of Cisco EMEA, Wendy Mars, along with Liz Santoni and Jonathan Davidson and Javed Khan, Tom Gillis, Adeli Trombetta. The theme of our event this year, as we've been saying, is all in. All right, what does that mean? Well, all in means compelling innovation. It means the power of IT. It means focusing on meaningful impact within our communities, all the different ways that our businesses can drive change and leave a lasting impact for generations to come, right? So here at Cisco, we are all in on creating an inclusive future for all. You'll hear that again and again, and the opening keynote is going to focus on that. How are we positively impacting 1 billion people around the world by the year 2025? Wendy, Liz, Javed, Tom, Adele, the whole crew, they're going to show us exactly how to make that happen, and that starts at 10 o'clock Central European time. Now, as soon as that keynote comes to an end, well, we're going to be waiting for you right back here in the studio TV, and we're always here. Whenever we go away, we always come back. We're right here in the middle of the hub at the show, and we'll always be here. We're also going to hear throughout the week from executives, Thousand Eyes, sustainability, and if you miss any of it, don't worry about it. It's completely fine. I know we all have lives. Some of us actually have to sleep from time to time. But you can catch up whenever you would like at ciscolive.com in our on-demand libraries. And we invite you to check that out, and that way you won't miss a thing. Now, Cedric, as we said a moment ago, you and I, we are only 50% of the broadcast host team here at the show, and I think it is long past time that we bring in our other 50%, our other 2 cohorts on the broadcast team, and I'm going to start with my fabulous Nish Parker. Hello, Nishi P, out in the keynote space. How are you, my friend?
Hello, Stevie M.
Hello.
Hi, everybody. My name is Nish Parker. I'm back here at Cisco Live, really excited. So I'm here. I'm with Rob Boyd, 4th host. Come on in, Rob. How are you doing?
Hey, we are ready. I can remember the microphone.
You need the mic.
Yeah. That's how these things work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we're going to be bringing everybody at home, lots of guests. Everyone's coming in to join the keynote now, starting just in 45 minutes. Rob, you have a new strategy this year. How are you going to get people to come and talk to us?
I'm glad you asked. One of the challenges is we always want to get a feel from people who are attending here. You know, what is your experience? What's happening? But people are very conservative. They don't always want to talk. It's hard to get their attention. I'm not always sure what they're communicating. So I thought I could stand to be a bit more clear. So I'm going to be wherever I can. I'm just going to be at the end of the aisle looking, you know, And if somebody shows even half an interest in me, we're on.
Do you know what I think we should do, Rob? Is if you're watching from home and you're on CiscoLive.com, there's emojis on the right-hand side. Give us a thumbs up if you would say yes to Rob. Yeah, we're interested to see if this
Will
works.
you marry me? Say yes to Rob.
Yeah, exactly. So, Rob, we've been at Cisco Live a few times now. What are you most excited about this week?
Well, this is finally, although I was surprised at how busy it's been yesterday, because it started earlier than I'd anticipated, or I didn't read my documentation closely enough. But either way, the learning has started for sure. The World of Solutions had opened early, as well as the entire showcase. We did a check-in last night. That was for the internal audience, but it's been a lot of stuff already. But today we get the actual messaging, the what are we going to do to charge forward? What can we expect? How are we going to be most efficient this year? How should we refocus our efforts? Whether you be a partner, a customer, an employee, at any degree, this is the place a lot of times every year where we start to see stuff coming together. Yeah?
Sure, and I know the keynote in particular, there's going to be so many people that are watching at home. You know, the room's filling up here for people in person, and this is where they really learn about some of the latest trends in the technology industry and what Cisco has to offer as well. So I know that we're going to be referencing that through the week. It's really going to anchor the event and really set the theme for All In, right? Are you all in, Rob?
Oh, am I in? I'm all in. Well, you know what? I want to ask Steve back in the studio, if I've got you, Steve.
Have me with you, my friend.
I'm concerned about your voice this morning. It wasn't there earlier, but I swear a frog has crept into your voice. Are you okay, my friend?
It has absolutely done that. So, look, the frog is here, but it's not going to stop me from having a phenomenal time while we're here. Here's the deal.
No.
Cold outside, warm inside, cold outside, warm inside. We're human.
That'll do it.
We have to do what we have to do, you know?
Right. Yeah, no, that'll do it. And I always loved your professionalism, your ability to push through. Because frankly, of the four of us here, right, what we have to do is get the show done regardless. There's going to be a lot of changes. We're ready. We got a team behind us that can interact and throw down any direction we need to go. Steve, I think we're taking it back to you back in the lobby.
Absolutely. Keep finding amazing people out there on the show floor. You have no idea. Once you get into the keynote space, it's incredible how noisy it is out there. So the fact that Nish and Rob can hear anything at all out in that chaotic space as people start to flood in for the opening keynote, it really is a pretty remarkable thing. A bit earlier, I was talking to you about the future of hybrid work, right? Cisco is at the forefront of allowing us to work better within our individual hybrid environments. Well, another big power point for Cisco is digital transformation. How do we build that new network? How do we transform the business, stay ahead of the competition? Well, Cisco is really helping you reimagine the ways that you do business all week long. Our guests, our attendees are learning how to apply technology to build their new business models and processes and software and systems, everything that allows us to create new customer experiences, while we also enable our more advanced business models and really drive that workforce innovation. Well, Cedric is directly next door to me over here in Studio B with a very special guest to talk about transformation and Cisco HyperFlex. So Cedric, who do you have with you over there in Studio B?
Yes. Hey, Steve. Hi again. I think I kind of have a frog in my throat, I think. I think we might all have it. But yes, I am here, and we're going to learn more about IT transformation, which actually enables expansion, consolidation, and the simplification of management across multiple technologies. And I'm here joined by Benjamin Bubbers. Benjamin, hey, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing so great. I'm really excited to be here at Cisco Live. It's great to have you here in the studio, so welcome.
Thank you.
Is this your first Cisco Live? Have you been here multiple times?
The third I'm attending in person and have done in COVID some virtual.
Okay, so you have actually watched our broadcast, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Great. So you are a systems administrator at the E.ON Group.
Yeah.
Right? Can you tell us a little bit more what that means?
Me and my team, we are managing all between the data center network, where we are customer, up to managed end user computing, and all in between, from hardware, virtualization with backup, managed Active Directory, managed servers, where application owners may install the applications, Citrix access, and up to managed end user devices. But all in operational technologies, so just for the colleagues who are managing the energy grids.
So when we were talking earlier, we talked about your operations and technology department, right? And that there were some changes going on there. So what led to that?
6 years ago, E.ON decided Germany-wide to build a common network management operational center for these OT networks. And every department has got a task to do. Me and my team is doing basic infrastructure, as we say. And that leads to consolidating the tasks to different departments. And getting effort because we are all doing it together.
Okay, so you're all in right there. So you, like, how has Cisco helped you develop that strategy?
We or the other department deployed Cisco ACI over Germany with a multi-pod installation, and we installed HyperFlex clusters across 4 different locations, and they are able to talk all in the same network. So we have layer 2 communication between all our clusters, and I'm able to move a virtual machine just from Rendsburg in North Germany to Dachau in South Germany.
So you mentioned HyperFlex in there already.
Yeah.
Are you using any other Cisco products or solutions to power that?
We are using Cisco Intersight to have a view over all clusters and over all our other UCS managed servers.
Okay, so it seems like a lot of technical stuff going on, right?
Yeah.
How do you manage those things?
Yeah, it's basically just day 2 operations, upgrading and maybe expansion. Last year we swapped 2 clusters because M4 hardware will be going end of life. And yeah, building some more up. Managing 11 HyperFlex clusters is as easy as managing 2 of them because you have all of them in Intersight, and I'm able to do it via all.
So that was a lot of technical stuff as we discussed, right? So you do all of these things, but how does that reflect onto your business? Are you seeing cost reductions? Are you seeing like operational efficiency?
We do have much more consolidation onto the servers in the cluster as before. So before we had around 30 virtual machines on 3 hosts. Now we have 120 machines on 6 hosts. So much more consolidation on to one server.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so much more consolidation. Sustainability is a big part of Cisco, right? It's a big part of the conference here as well. We have a sustainability doing just around the corner. What is EON Group doing today in terms of the sustainability space as a company?
EON will reduce its carbon footprint by electrifying the whole car park and doing renewables on all our buildings.
Okay, so you're really in this, you're all in on the sustainability game as well.
Definitely.
Right, great. So what do you like the most about our solutions at Cisco and how to integrate at the company at EON?
Cisco was from the beginning very helpful, even in the buying process where we have not made the decision, but as the technical colleagues, we looked into the solution, and all the sales team helped us very good up to building up and managing these clusters. And even with customer success products, we made a mentored upgrade program back in the days around 2 or 3 years ago, where we jumped from one major release to another with all the help from Cisco. So
yeah. So again, I think our marketing team did a really great job in that tagline "all in" because we're all in all over the place, right?
Yeah.
So thinking like now, future-wise, what's coming up? What's the partnership of Cisco and EON Group going to look like in the years to come?
I think we'll even more dive into it. We are building up a new internet access for our environment, and we'll do it with Cisco also.
Awesome, great. So you mentioned as well, this is your 3rd Cisco Live in person.
Yeah.
I'm sure you were able to have a wander around already. What are you most excited about to learn at the conference this next couple of days?
All of them. I'm always interested in getting new infos. I'm doing the same sessions as the last 2 times as troubleshooting HyperFlex from Chuck perspective. I did that twice, and that always helped me out, so I'm attending the 3rd one today.
Okay, so it's like a proven track of record. You're just going to do it once again. So what are you, other than that, also excited about in terms of like meeting some colleagues? Are there some other people from the E.ON group here as well?
Definitely meeting all the persons I have met virtually last 2 or 3 years, even from Cisco.
So you're going to spend some time in our meeting village probably, like
Definitely,
talking with our
yes.
experts here. Okay, great. And then of course we have a party coming up on Thursday, so I mean, I'm sure I'll see you there as well. So we're just gonna like throw it back to Steve. Thank you so much, Benjamin, for being here and for being such a wonderful customer of Cisco. So it was good to have you here in the studio. Thank you so much. Steve, we're gonna come back to you on the other side of the studio.
Thank you so much, Cedric. I appreciate it. Great job. Well done. Great interview. Thanks again to Benjamin and to E.ON as well for being a part of the event and for helping to kick us off on our day here as we head toward the keynote. Speaking of keynote, we've got some beautiful, oh, look how beautiful this is. We are getting so excited. We are right now 24 minutes away from our opening keynote at 10 o'clock Central European time. And in just a moment, we're going to go back out to Nish Parker and Rob Boyd, who are out in that keynote space. For those of you just now tuning in at this point, so glad to have you with us, coming to you live from the Rai, sunshine streaming in. Remember, we want you to join in every part of our conversation, really be a part of Cisco Live 2023 Amsterdam. How do you join in? Very simple. Hashtag Cisco Live EMEA, EMEA. And of course, you can also join on social media with @Cisco Live EMEA. And be sure to share the word to everybody. Join the event at ciscolive.com or cisco.com. We really do want to hear from every one of you. In fact, our social media team, our great social media team, right back there, directly behind me over here in the social media circle, and they are waiting to respond and to reach back out to all of you as soon as you reach out to all of us. Like I said, just a few minutes away from the opening keynote at 10 o'clock Central European time. We will hand it over to Wendy Mars, president of Cisco EMEA. Really exciting here. So, what are we going to do right now? We're going to continue this conversation of all in, and we want all of you to be all in as well. So like I said, we're going to go back to the keynote space in just a moment where the crowds are flooding in. We are going to bring you every single moment of it. Again, so glad to have you with us. So what are we going to do right now? Sustainability is so important. And right now we're going to go to an interesting video of what's going on with sustainability here at Cisco, specifically in smart buildings. Check that out. We will see you right on the other side.
Humans and nature. We're in this together. Yet nature has given and given. It's our turn to do more. Cisco Smart Building Solutions and our partners' technology benefit both humans and nature. Catalyst switches connect securely, delivering power over Ethernet, reducing costs and greenhouse emissions. Cisco Wireless and DNA Spaces use intelligent automation, creating efficiencies that help the workplace and the planet. And collaboration tools enable hybrid work, decreasing environmental impact. Sustainability is essential to powering an inclusive future for all. That's why Cisco is committed to achieving net zero emissions by 2040. Between meeting human needs and a sustainable future, there's a bridge. Cisco, the bridge to possible.
So, as you can see, Cisco Smart Building Solutions are creating intuitive, trusted facilities that are helping to enhance health and safety and efficiencies and everything that really forms that foundation of the future of work. And it's all built on the network. The network is so fundamental to the smart building as that fourth utility, really. Here in Amsterdam, everybody who visits the Cisco Showcase, they are checking out the Catalyst 9000 family, along with capabilities like software-defined access and Cisco Spaces and Meraki MG and Cisco devices. So much cool stuff. Smart Room. Touchless voice assistants. These are all driving real results for a more resilient, secure network. So, Cedric, what we're going to do before you and I chat a little bit, we're going to head back out onto the keynote space. I can say, oh, look at this. Nish has already got somebody with her. Nish, who do you have with you there?
Hey, thanks, Steve. So I'm here with Neville Letteridge. He's our VP of Security Marketing. So Neville, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I am doing great. The energy in here is building. Everyone's really excited about the keynote. Now, obviously, you lead our security marketing team, and security is really top of mind for our customers. Tell me, obviously, this is your first Cisco Live in EMEA, but I know you're excited about security. What's going on here for security at the show?
It's great to see security front and center at the show. Right when you walk in the cafe, all of our big demo booths are there. As you go through the World of Solutions Expo, you can see even more security. So it's really all over the show. It's so great to see everybody's excitement about it as well.
And obviously we've been walking around the world of solutions. We're going to continue to walk around, and we'll get to get some of the coverage and demos for security. So obviously we've seen Zero Trust. What else is here at the show?
You got to come and look at some of the stuff we're doing around some of the SASE stuff, all the different things in firewall, a lot of the great stuff in Umbrella. So there's so many things across the entire security portfolio worth coming to look at. So definitely make the time to stop by.
Right, and we have, as well as the world of solutions, we have innovation talks. There are lots of sessions. I know security, I'm sure, will be covered in the keynote as well. So tell me a little bit more around what you're most excited for. Is there going to be a session you want to attend? Or, if you're going to take one thing away for the audience that are watching this broadcast from home, what should they tune into this week?
It's hard to pick one thing because there's so many great things. For me personally, it's really getting to spend time with customers, hearing from the customers directly and the partners. So I don't think there's one particular thing. It's really just getting to go across the different security pieces at the show. So my plug, come see the various different security elements. And then, of course, the keynote. We're all really excited to see Tom up there talking about the great things that are going on.
Amazing. Well, Neville, thank you so much for joining me, and we'll head back to the studio.
Bravo, Nish. Thank you, and thanks for getting Neville. Please say hello to him for me. It's really exciting to see him out here. We really appreciate that. All right, Cedric, I want to bring you in on the conversation here. We have had a really good opportunity the past day and a half in prep for this to walk around in the world of solutions. You know me, I always come back to the personal. How are people interacting with our technologies, right? We can talk technology all day long. I like the human side of the Cisco story. So what have you been noticing on that human side?
Human side. I have been wandering around, and first thing I did was just go straight into the world of solutions, go to the Cisco showcase, to just being able to see actually all of our products there in real life. I'm just sitting behind my desk normally at home, and now being able to touch certain of our Catalyst devices and so on is just awesome to do that and learn a little bit more. I've made my way then to the hub. I had a stroopwafel yesterday. You can get them for free. If you go to the CCIE lounge yesterday, they're freshly made. They were delicious. So Steve, I think we should go there after during our lunch break.
You and I are going to get a stroopwafel here?
Absolutely.
Again, this is what it's like to be here in the middle of the show event, right? It's not just about the capabilities. We love to have those great conversations, really dive deep into the full One Cisco portfolio, but then we get to do all the fun play stuff as well. We're going to talk about the bikes a little bit later. We're going to talk about the coffee stations that are set up, but you and I have a stroopwafel date, is what you're saying.
We are having a stroopwafel date, and then this afternoon I'm gonna go into the Cisco store here just behind us and explore a little bit of our merchandising and technologies in there. Maybe I might try to dance a little bit because we have a DJ over here as well behind us. So I mean, I think there is so much to come for here at Cisco Live, Steve.
Well,
I don't know if you want to see me dancing.
Do I want to see you dancing? Again, you're the newest member of our broadcast host team. If I don't see you dancing, I'm going to be deeply disappointed.
Okay.
Cedric, we're going to go back out into the keynote space, and you've got Zoe Rose there with you, Rob Boyd.
Oh, I do as well, Steve. Very good. You've kept up with our veterans. So Zoe Rose is indeed with me, and Zoe, I was just curious. It's great to catch up with you. We first met, I think it was, you said 2015. Correct. You were wearing, was it the social media award of some sort, those capes?
Yeah.
So tell me how you're doing.
I'm doing really well, actually. It's been a bit of a time since we've seen each other last. I've grown up a little bit. Still have that cape though, so I can pull it off if you need it.
I'm just so happy to find out that you're allowed to keep the cape. I thought maybe you had to pass it on. But what are you doing these days? I think you said you were in security. You work for a customer. I don't know if we want to say the customer name or not, but you work for Canon. Sounds like you're okay with it. So you're doing security for Canon, big company, multinational. A lot of things come up. What informs what Canon's doing in your job as to what you might be looking forward to learn this week or ask questions about?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always interested to learn from other people's perspectives. So what I really like at conferences is we have all of the different types of people, different industries, and they're talking about their different use cases. And the benefit there is I can see, oh, actually that makes sense in my environment, or that doesn't make absolute any sense to me, so maybe I won't do that. And it helps me kind of tailor the path I'm going to go forward with.
Are there any specific technology changes? Because security is a constantly evolving environment, a little bit reactive, but are there any specific areas that you think are getting very interesting and that you're looking to explore more or maybe just get better at, perhaps professionally?
I think security always wants to be quick. You know, we have to change, but also automation is kind of required in that, because look at the breaches. I mean, how many years ago we would say, oh, 200 days somebody's in our environment, and that's a decent amount to recognize. And then now it's like, oh, 30 minutes? You know, we need to know right away. And what was that latest breach? It was like 4 minutes they were able to stop the phishing. So adding any automation into that is quite critical, and so that's kind of the area I want to look at. And to be good at automation, you've got to bloody understand what's going on to be able to automate it. So it's really just understand the granular bits and pieces. Yeah.
Takes a whole lot of trust. Zoe, thank you so much. It's always been a pleasure being your friend throughout the years, and I hope that continues. Hope you have a good rest of Cisco Live. With that, we'll go back to the studio, guys.
Bravo, nicely done. Thanks so much to Zoe. Really appreciate her expert opinion there. Again, she's been around long enough. She knows the security side of what's going on. So Cedric,
Yes.
we got capes coming out already right here at the beginning of the day, right?
Yes, I saw someone that was dedicated with all-in cape, just walking around, and I was like, oh, this is so cool. Maybe they have it in the Cisco store. Like, I'm going to check it out later
I
today.
don't think you can just go buy your own cape. I think you have to earn that cape, Cedric.
How do I do that, Steve?
Oh, well, we're going to talk about that as we continue to go. Let me talk hybrid for just a moment. We've got our team still out there. Again, they're piling through the huge amount of people. Let me pull back to hybrid again, because it is such a huge part of our conversation here in Amsterdam, right? And I am very much a work from home, work from anywhere type of road warrior. I'm out all the time with what I do, and I know that you're sort of the same way. So if we think about the way that we operate, this work from anywhere concept, it's really all about freedom, right? It's freedom of choice. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut real quick, because I see that Nish has got some guests out here in the keynote space. So Nish, let's head on over to you.
Thank you, Steve. I'm back here and I'm with two very special people who've been a great part of bringing this event together with their team. So I'm here with Emma Roffey, who's our VP of Marketing in EMEA, and Carrie Palin, who's our SVP and Chief Marketing Officer. So Carrie, I'm coming to you. Tell me how you're feeling right now, because the energy in here is amazing. Look at the people behind you, they're still piling in. How are you doing?
Yes, so I'm thrilled to be here. It is my first Cisco Live EMEA. It's our first one in 3 years, and the energy is so palpable. I was on the floor yesterday. So many people, I think over 10,000 were joining us as of yesterday, which is a phenomenal number. 45% of those folks are actually new to Cisco Live. So we are so thrilled to educate, connect, and inspire today.
I love that. And you said 45% of the attendees are new here, right? We also have on the other side our net vets who have been here several times. We're excited to welcome them back. Emma, we've also got another group of very special people here, our Cisco Insiders. So tell me about that program.
Yeah, really, we're bringing back Cisco Insider Executives. So this is a brand new community, peer-to-peer conversations facilitated by Cisco. So come and be part of that executive community and executive membership. You can go to Cisco Insiders, and you've got Cisco Insiders advocates, champions, users, user research. So we heard you. You asked us to make it more simple for us, and we have. We simplified all the programs, so just sign up and be a member. And I look forward to seeing all the executives at the Exec Symposium tomorrow.
Amazing, and obviously we're about to head into the keynote. There is so much going on, right through from innovation talks, lots of breakout sessions, meet the experts, and of course the world of solutions, where we've got some really fun things going on. What are you most excited about seeing, doing this week?
Oh, I can't wait to hear the keynotes this morning. Lots of news coming out of our solutions groups and our GMs, so stay tuned.
Yeah, just meeting everyone. I've seen a lot of people who have been here for many years, so I've loved seeing all the advocates. All of our partners who are here as well, so lots of friends, and of course the Cisco colleagues. So the whole connection, that's what I'm looking forward to.
Got it, and we have 10 to 12,000 people here live in person. It's a sold out event. We've got so many joining us from home, right? So what is the one thing that you would really like them to take away from this year's Cisco Live?
I think some of you may be watching it virtually, and I'd just like take away, come live next year, because you're really, really in for a treat. Like this year, but also you watch it virtually, but yeah, turn up in person again next year. We'll be back here next year as well.
Massive growth mindset here at Cisco. So much is changing and evolving for the benefit of our customers, technologically and as a community. So I can't wait for everyone to continue to grow with us.
Thank you so much, Emma and Carrie. We're going to head back to the studio now.
Oh my gosh, Nish, fantastic. You could not have grabbed two better people out there on the keynote show floor. They are exactly the ones who know what is going on tip to tail, and like you just heard from Anna, be here, be in the room. It makes all the difference in the world. We are a little less than 10 minutes away. In fact, by my clock, just about 9 minutes away from our opening keynote. Ah, yes, we are right on time. I always love to hear that from backstage. Cedric, we were just starting to talk about the work from anywhere, the hybrid environment. What are your thoughts on that? Because you do this all the time. This is you.
I think that's something that we have been doing at Cisco for such a long time already, Steve. We had the freedom to work from almost anywhere. I work at home one day, I roll out of bed, I'm at my desk, right? Then I decide to go into an office one day, to go in another office another day, and so on, because I want to meet my colleagues as well, not just on screen, but also in real life. So again, another way to come up here at Cisco Live. But it's so important for me to have that human connection with people and still being able to have that freedom. So we at Cisco, we have such great tools to do that. Right? We have our WebEx collaboration portfolio, WebEx Desk Pro. I wish I had one of those at home, actually, Steve. Maybe this is a shout out to the WebEx team, send one, please. But essentially, yeah, so I just really, really, really love our collaboration products. And it just gives me the freedom to go anywhere, as I said, to the offices. But also, if I want to go and see my parents back in Belgium, where I grew up, I can just go there and work from there and spend some time with them as well. So hi, Mom and Dad, if you're watching. So yeah, so I just thought I'd throw it in here. But yeah, so that's so important for me, Steve, that freedom, and I think Cisco really supports that.
Couldn't agree with you more. That's exactly right. I can see that Rob Boyd is with Antonio Dota back out there on the keynote space. Rob, is that right?
Yes, I'm very much enjoying the music, Steve. I apologize if I seemed a little bit out of control. It keeps getting louder. I can feel it. I like it. I've got a new friend here. Actually, should be an old friend because he's been near me for many years. Tell us who you are, what you do, and how long have you been coming?
For lots of years. I'm Antonio, coming from Italy.
And how many Cisco Lives have you been to?
This is my 8th Cisco Live.
Is it 8 actual Cisco Lives or 8 years of Cisco Lives?
8 Cisco Live.
Because you go to the US as well. You mentioned you were in Vegas with us a while back. So tell me, you're in the financial industry. Yes. You specialize in collaboration. They were just talking about that in the studio. What kind of things are you looking for this week, whether it be collaboration or not, in terms of informing what you and your team need to move forward successfully?
We are looking to improve all our environment. We can leverage on technology, meet the sustainability goal that everyone should take care. So we are really focused on that. And it's great to be here because I can learn more and more basically every day.
Well, one thing about not mentioning your specific employer, I'm just curious, have you guys fully bought into hybrid work? Do you feel like you guys are supporting your teams to work from wherever they need? And is that working for you?
Yes, and we are trying to do more and more and better every time. Because the hybrid work, it's a great key for people. It's not just work, also for the well-being of people.
No, it's once we get a taste of it, it's hard to say. Hey, Antonio, thank you so much. Appreciate your time. Guys, we'll go back to you in the studio.
Rob, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Another great chat. Keep going to find people. We are about 6 minutes away from kicking off the keynote. We are incredibly excited for this at 10 o'clock Central European time. So that's going to be coming to you live very, very shortly. Cedric, let's talk social media really quickly, shall we?
Yep. How do we do that, Steve, right? We have to hashtag Cisco Live EMEA. So you at home, if you're tuning in from the broadcast, let us know what you're thinking about the keynote afterwards. I will be scrolling through your tweets. I love Twitter. And I have it open right now. I can see that our social media team had lots of coffees because they just had a tweet that it's the most caffeinated social media team that there is, right? I also saw a tweet from Jeff Sherritts, or Executive Vice President of Sales and Marketing. It's actually Carrie's boss. And he tweeted yesterday that he's very excited. It's crunch time for Cisco Live EMEA here in Amsterdam. Jonathan Davidson is showing us a behind-the-scenes keynote prep picture as well. So they're getting ready just to kind of smash it out there. The keynote, just a few minutes to come from now. So yeah, what else do we have on here? Oh, I can see myself actually right now on Twitter. This is kind of cool.
Hey, look at you, you're famous.
Yeah, oh wow. Like, I'll give you my autograph after this, Steve. Like, just FYI, right?
Absolutely, please do. Sorry about that. As Rob said, total frog in the throat here. So you go ahead and keep going. Any other interesting tweets here?
I can see, the stroopwafel thing is on here as well, what I told you about, so we really have to go there. I'm just going to stroll a little bit. I can see some tweets from partners. Chintan Patel is in the building as well. He says, let's go Cisco Live EMEA. With like this
and I'm going to talk to Chintan in just a moment. You know what? Let's go back out to the show floor. It looks like Nish has got some more friends out there. Nish, what do you think?
I do. I've made friends who are friends with each other, and I've got a really exciting story. Both CCIEs for 20 years. So firstly, congratulations, that's an achievement. But let's start with some introductions. What's your name? What are you doing here at Cisco Live?
My name is Sieber Beugelkamp. I really like CCI, the being CCI, and of course with all the other GMs, we get a front row seat, right? Yeah. So that's really, really awesome.
The VIP treatment, no less. And how about you, Mark?
Mark Siebering. I'm a consultant for a lot of companies, and I love being here because it's the place to be if you want to meet cool people.
All right, and I know you've got an interesting story on how you two met, and I know you could reconnect at Cisco Live every year. How did you meet?
Well, we met at the front row seat in Barcelona a few years ago, both as champions, so that was really, really cool.
With the flying guy on the stage.
Oh, that was a cool year, the flying guy on the stage.
yeah, that was really, cool. Yeah.
So you keep coming back and maintaining your CCIE. Tell us a little bit around what you do here at Cisco Live. What are some of your day-to-day activities? How do you experience and take it all in?
Well, of course, you've got the breakout sessions, which we kind of must take because we need to make sure that our knowledge gets up to speed and at the right level. So it's a continuous education we do. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, and you want to be here because this is where all the knowledge comes together, and you have the serendipity of meeting people that actually give you information that you will not get in other places. So that's the reason to come back, because you keep meeting people like Sieber.
Amazing, I love that. And obviously this is not your first Cisco Live. You met here, you reconnect here. What are you most excited about this year? Is there anything different that you're really kind of looking forward to?
Of course, it's Amsterdam. It's local to us. We're both living in the Netherlands, so it's pretty awesome. But one of the key things I really like is to meet people. And have the direct connections with, I think, anyone we can join and have a good conversation with. That's very awesome.
And we have obviously the technology tracks here. We have the IT leadership program. We have lots of leadership tracks and people and culture as well. So is there a technology area you're excited about, or any innovations you're kind of hoping to keep, close to your agenda this week?
What I really like is I'm a collaboration guy, so I love everything collaboration, including WebEx. And now at Amsterdam, I think it's the first time we have the full WebEx hologram in place with the camera array. So that's really awesome to see.
And that's what's cool about Cisco Live, right, is you can read it, you can hear about it, but see it in action.
And touch it, experience it.
Absolutely. All right, well, we're going to head back to the studio now. Thank you so much for joining me. Back to you, Steve.
Nish, well done, bravo. 20 plus years CCIEs, that is just fantastic. Last thing I want to mention before we throw to the keynote in about a minute and a half, customer experience. It is all about innovating and transforming at the speed of change, really embracing your possible. And what I really love so much about CX is that it is leading the way here in our industry. It's helping customers to really take away all of those barriers to innovate and to realize genuine business value and to do it faster every single step in their life cycle, using the right expertise and the right insights. So, we are just about to go to the keynote. We are about a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes away. We'll see how it goes. But we're going to go out to our president of EMEA, Wendy Mars. She has got Liz Santoni and Javed Khan and Tom Gillis and Adela Trombetta. It's going to be a fantastic talk. But what are we going to hear from? It's going to be all about this all-in concept, right, Cedric? Everything is all in. You're all in, I'm all in, the whole team is, they are as well. But what all in really means is, what are the different ways that we can create real, meaningful impact within our communities, right? How do we drive real change for your business, for your organization? You're going to hear all the latest and greatest innovations, everything helping you to grow now and to grow out well into the future as well. Remember, keep reaching out to us at what? What is the hashtag?
Hashtag Cisco Live EMEA.
Right, and what if they want to come in on the website? Where do they go there?
Yeah, so you can just go onto like CiscoLive.com. We have live caption translation in 8 languages. I want to see those emojis that Nish talked about, like flowing up as well. So there's just loads of ways to engage with us, but we definitely want to hear from you at home. We want you to be in with this, all in on this with us here at Cisco Live Amsterdam.
Absolutely, and we are here with you 24 hours a day on the entire stream, all the way up to the closing keynote of the conference. Do not go away. If you miss anything, it's all going to be available to you on the CiscoLive.com website. Right now we are headed into the keynote space. Enjoy. We'll see you right back here as soon as we're done. Away we go.